And you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so for those of you who like to hear me get a little bit animated, a little bit upset or angry at times, well, you're going to enjoy this video because now it's time to expose the WBA for what they are yet again. Now, what are they? Are they incompetent? Are they corrupt? Which one is it? It has to be one of the two, surely. Maybe both, who knows? Maybe more. Because yet again, listen, right, I'm probably the only one here who does actually go through the World Heavyweight Rankings here on YouTube each and every month. So any kind of changes, I'm going to recognize a change. And it does seem to be the WBA are the ones that I go in on the most. And I don't do it because I want to do it. I do it because it needs to be done. I will criticize where needed, and I will praise also where needed. But the WBA consistently, I seem to be having to go at them because they can't get it right. Don't get me wrong, boxing rankings are subjective, but this is not subjective. This is corrupt or incompetent. It's one of them. Because just when you think they couldn't get any worse, well, they've well and truly outdone themselves. So WBA, congratulations, take a bow. Gilberto Mendoza, the WBA president, take a bow because you have well and truly outdone yourselves this month. Because they're not even trying to hide it. I feel like they're flicking my nuts. I feel like they're just deliberately trying to piss me off because each and every time I do all the rankings for the different sanctioning bodies, I will copy in said sanctioning body. So with the WBA, I will copy them in each and every month when I do the rankings, give my opinion. And I know that they've seen it because it turns blue. So yeah, I do take it a little bit personal. Now, firstly, thank you very much to Secret Stallion, cool name by the way, who dropped a comment on one of the previous videos to let me know that WBA have in fact updated their rankings, hence his video. In fact, the last two videos I've done, which is one of the ones that he commented on, two interviews that I've done, one with Stephen Robinson, 3-0 heavyweight, very important video, go check out that one. And likewise, another important one with Georgia O'Connor, absolute superstar from the amateurs, outstanding resume, 21 years old, just announced that she's turning pro. Go check out that interview. So we're going to go through the rankings and I'll point out all the discrepancies and I'll point out the changes that were made as well, for the better or for the worse. So Anthony Joshua, of course, is a super champion. The regular champion is Trevor Bryan. Unbelievable, but he is. Number 1, Alexander Usyk. 2, Luis Ortiz. 3, Andy Ruiz Jr. 4, Bogdan Dinu. Yeah, he's still up there. Number 5, Deontay Wilder. 6, Charles Martin. 7, Michael Hunter. 8, Aja Cabiel. 9, Adam Kaunaki. 10, Dan Dubois. 11, Michael Coffey. 12, Ali Aaron Demirizian. 13, Mike Wilson. 14, Frank Sanchez. And number 15, San Kosabuski. Now, one shining light, they have finally seen the light and dropped Chris Arreola from the top 15. Not that he should have been there to start with, because he shouldn't have been. But they've actually dropped a PBC fighter. Can you believe it? Don't get me wrong, in the top 15, they've still got 6 PBC fighters up there. If you're curious as to who they are, Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz Jr., Deontay Wilder, Charles Martin, Adam Kaunaki, and Michael Coffey. So they're still quite heavily favouring the PBC, is what it is. But Chris Arreola's finally been dropped. But likewise, so has F.A. Ajagba. I'm not too sure if I agree with F.A. Ajagba being dropped from the top 15. Anyway, so number 1, Alexander Usyk. Well, we know what route he's going down anyway. He's either going to be fighting Anthony Joshua for the WBO, but of course it will be the unified belts, or Joshua's going to vacate the WBO and he's going to fight Joe Joyce for the vacant belt. Complete waste of a ranking, okay? I think that's probably fair to say. So really, in reality, King Kong Luis Ortiz is bumped up 5 places to the top position in the WBA. But officially he's number 2. So he gets bumped up 5 places even though he hasn't had a fight recently. In fact, the last time he had a fight was against that guy who Joseph Parker beat there in New Zealand a little while ago. I don't know whether he's still managed by Roy Jones Jr., but that Alexander the Great Flores. The only thing that he's great on doing, especially when he fought Luis Ortiz, was quite clearly taking a dive. In fact, they were even threatening to withhold his purse. Don't quite know the outcome of that one, but it looked like a dive to me and to most people, to the point where he's rolling around on the floor like he's been getting paid to do some jelly wrestling or something. That's what he was doing on that mat. But Luis Ortiz is ranked at the top there. 3 places against over Deontay Wilder, who's knocked him out. I ain't no damn Deontay Wilder fan, okay, but let's have it right. Luis Ortiz ranked at the top of the pile, 3 places above the guy who knocked him out twice. Come on now, Luis Ortiz, whose best win in his resume is Brian James back in 2015. Brian James, who the very fight beforehand lost to Vladimir Klitschko. That's his best win. And he keeps on fighting journeymen and gatekeepers and all that. But yet, he's ranked at the top there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable corruption or stupidity. Which one is it? I have no idea. Ruiz, King Kong, I once breastfed Tutankhamun 4,000 years ago. Ortiz is ranked up there without ever having to really prove it. And the 2 times he did step up against Deontay Wilder, sure, he gave a very good showing of himself. But ultimately, he got knocked out. And that's what's important, is the result. Number 3, Ruiz Jr., former unified champion. Don't have a problem with being top 3. 2 losses on his resume. Joseph Parker when he fought for the vacant WBO. And, of course, Anthony Joshua for the unified belts. Not undisputed, so let's get it straight. Unified belts, but he did actually defeat Anthony Joshua once before. So top 3 fighter, top 5 fighter. Okay, fair enough. But number 4, Bogdan Dinu. This is where I really feel like they're trying to really piss me off. Because Bogdan Dinu, he's just lost to Dubois by knockout. Arguably by quit. Where many people believe that he could have got up. Personally, I think it's a pretty good shot. But even so, he shouldn't have been ranked up there to start with. Okay, he shouldn't have been ranked up there number 2. And let alone just by getting dropped by 2 places. Why is he even up there anyway? Because even before the Dubois fight, this last weekend, he lost 2 of his last 4 fights. Big Baby Jaron Miller, Kubrat Pulev, and then defeated 2 journeymen. But why is he ranked all the way at the top there? Money talk and bullshit walks, exactly what it is. But he gets dropped by 2 positions. 6 places ahead of the guy who just knocked him out, Dubois. Go figure. Unbelievable. Do you see where the problem is? Do you see where the problem is? People are buying rankings quite clearly. Number 5, Deontay Wilder. Is he a top 5? Well, he's a top 5 Pratt, but is he a top 5 heavyweight? Arguably, okay. I can't hate on that one too much. Number 6, Charles Martin. Do me a favour. 7, Michael Hunter. Okay. Ajay Cabiel. Okay. Adam Kaunaki. Okay. Number 10, Dubois. I'll say 6 places behind Bogdan Dinu. How's that right? That isn't right, is it? Now, is Dubois a top 10 fighter? I don't know. I mean, time will tell. Him losing to Joe Joyce, there's no great shame in that. Again, why is Joe Joyce not ranked here? Is it because he's not paying the sanction fee, right? Oh, by the way, Robert Helenius is, of course, a gold champion as well. Number 11, Michael Coffey, PBC fighter, 12-0. In fact, 2 months ago, he was ranked number 15. Then last month, he gets dropped. He hasn't had a fight, by the way. And this month, he gets reinserted into number 11. But he hasn't had a fight. Or at least to my knowledge, he hasn't had a fight recently, over the last couple of months. Okay. Number 12, Ali Eren Demirzian. I've never seen him fight, but he's a Turkish fighter. I've seen his resume. His best win is Kamil Sokolowski, the Polish-British guy. Somewhat of a journeyman. Well, he kind of officially is a journeyman, but I think his resume doesn't do him justice. But his one loss, I forget who he was against, but he was against a real good top prospect. Was it like Tony Yoka or something like that? I forgot. But I remember looking at it thinking, well, that's not too bad to lose that fight. It shows that he's at least trying, okay? So I have no problems in being top 12, even though I've never seen him fight. Number 13, Mike Wilson, a career cruiserweight, but he's going to be fighting Michael Hunter next on that Triller app. Top 15 WBA, come on. Number 14, Frank Sanchez. Again, I mean, he looks pretty good, but he hasn't really proved it yet. In fact, his last opponent, again, quit in that fight where he got hit on the back of the head. But not really. He got grazed a little bit on the back of the head and went down like he'd been hit on the back of the head by a 2x4. Unbelievable. But either way, Frank Sanchez, I want to see him step up, so I can't hate in that position too much. Number 15, Zhan Kotsabuski from Kazakhstan. I've never seen him fight, so I wouldn't know, but 15-0. But as you can see, Luis Ortiz ranked at the top of the pile, taking the piss. Bogdan Dinu only gets dropped by 2 places, taking the piss, and there's quite a few other piss takes as well. But they're the 2 for me. Luis Ortiz, shut the front door. It's absolutely unbelievable. Bogdan Dinu, do me a favour. Do me an absolute favour. So congratulations, WBA. You have managed to screw it up yet again. Is it incompetence or is it corruption? Or is it both? It's one of them. And yes, I will be copying them in yet again. Are they going to change it for next month? No, they'll probably just reinsert Bermain Stavern like they did 2 months ago. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.